I'm joined by David Mellor to discuss CAS's MSc in Leadership. Hi David. Now, first of all, why has CAS decided to create this programme?
I think it's in response largely to the fact that it's a tough time for leaders today, and that situation is going to change. And therefore, if we are going to play our part in helping groom and prepare the leaders of tomorrow, we need to maybe do something different to what we've done before. And therefore, to help create a programme where we can make improvements which could be sustainable and measurable both for the individual and, more importantly, the organisation that they are representing, then maybe that's a challenge worth taking on.
So tell me about the partners.
Yes, it's all very exciting. We're partnering with a company called IDG, which stands for the Inspirational Development Group. They are a leadership development consultancy who interestingly operate out of the Royal Military Academy at Sandhurst, and therefore they can bring something to complement what we have. So we, as the intellectual hub of the city, we can cover a lot of the boardroom type issues that would apply to senior leaders, but we can balance that with a more practical and experiential input from the IDG folk operating from Sandhurst. So we can mix the academic with the practical.
And what makes the programme unique?
There are a number of things. I think firstly the joint venture in itself and the fact that we'll be operating on a split site with 9 of the modules being run at CAS and 9 being run down at Sandhurst. So that in itself I think makes it unique. We're going to have an approach whereby people are going to not just have to see things differently and think differently, but act differently. And part of that is we're going to take them to the Normandy battlefield so they can actually see in what was a pressurised environment how people behaved as leaders. One of the straplines we're using on the programme is, how do you feel about making a tough decision on a bad day with imperfect information and against the clock? And that's what leadership is like, whether you're in the military or in the boardroom. So exposing them to that, I think, again, is a little bit different. And also we're running an annual conference which the participants will attend as a core part of their modular training.
And who is the programme aimed at?
The vast majority of the folk who come on, I think, will be young executives who've already made their mark in their institutions, probably have line management responsibility for people and probably for either product or sector profitability, and who have that passion and desire to test themselves as leaders at the highest possible level.